go a little later, or if we could do
Later
it
on the 21st?
right, or if we could do it, 8:30 in the morning or 8:15, and I could step in here before I go into trial.
It's just a one-week trial. I'll give you February 2nd. Does that work for defense counsel?
That works for us. Well, it
February.
works for me.
I'm sorry, Mr. Davison, you said you might be available the week after.
No, Your Honor, I apologize. The trial commencing on the 27th, February 1st, 2 weeks. I could do the 21st, actually, the morning set it would work better for me. I have some commitments that afternoon.
Well, I would prefer to go to the 21st because I really want to make sure that we get this pared down list taken care of, because it's really, I think, turning out to be kind of one of the keystones of setting a realistic trial date and knowing where we're going to go on this case.
Judge, 21st works for us as long as we can do it before 9 o'clock that morning.
All right, we'll do it at 8:15.
Thank you.
And Mr. McCown, will your client be waiving time to that day?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. All right. But the defense may need some other time. What I need to make sure then is, are you going to be willing to extend that date?
I'd be willing to extend the date. The problem is, Judge, I don't want to be negotiating this all the way up until trial. If we have a firm trial date, I want that to be a firm trial date, understanding that there's no more negotiations, that we're going to trial because we can't agree on something. So that's why I want a date to say negotiations will end by this time so that we don't have to keep having these same discussions about what we can or cannot agree on. And then we're ahead for trial. And so we're not doing a bunch of work leading up to trial just to plead this out, in other words.
Well, on the other hand, sometimes doing a lot of work on a case gives you a better position to negotiate and know what kind of plea should be offered in this case.
It certainly does. I don't anticipate that will happen in this case.
Okay. Anything else from the state's position?
Nothing from the state. Thank you.
Mr. McCown, Mr. Davidson?
No, Your Honor.
Mr. Davidson, just a matter of formality, are you going to be putting in a notice of appearance?
I am.
Okay. Let's get together on the 21st. At that time, I will be expecting a pared down witness list by the state. I will anticipate that defense has gone through the majority, if not all, of the discovery in this case, so we can get some realistic dates. And I would like to begin talking about a trial setting at that next CMC, if at all possible. Okay?
Thank you,
All right.
Judge.
The final thing I have is I did receive pretrial services report. I don't know if it was copied to Mr. McCown in this case. All right. I'm going to order a copy of the pretrial services report to Mr. McCown and Mr. Davidson.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. Thank you, folks.
Thank you.
Y'all have a safe trip home.